The beat is the smallest element of the story. A beat is a moment of change. A beat occurs when a person acts, changing the trajectory of the story. A problem produces a response. That response in turn generates a new problem, usually more difficult, which prompts another response. On and on the process goes. Beats work like the moments of choice in a decision tree. If you make one decision, your life goes in one direction. If you make another decision, your life goes in a different direction. We focus on the path taken, but the paths not taken are an invisible presence in the whole story. Consider the decisions that a college student makes about a major. The decision often begins with a broad question, science or liberal arts. Then it moves on to, well, what kind of liberal arts, if that's the path taken? And then what kind of major? And then what kind of analysis within the major? So this student went to college, studied liberal arts, not science, studied social sciences within the liberal arts, not humanities, studied qualitatively, not quantitatively, and then focused on observation and not analysis. Now let's look at decisions made in a shorter period of time, like, for example, one evening. Suppose a high school guy decides to ask someone out on a date. What might happen in your story scene? She either says yes or no. They might go to a party or the theater. The party might get wild, or it might be well behaved, and that wildness might alienate the date, or it might get under control, or who knows, maybe she likes the wildness. When you make decisions along the line, your life can go in different directions. Remember the movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow? In the beginning, Helen catches the train, returns home to find her fiancé cheating on her, and so she dumps him and leads a great life. In a different version of the story, Helen misses the train and doesn't learn about her fiancé's infidelity, and so they marry and she ends up miserable. One moment creates a completely different trajectory. That's a major beat that advances the story. Actions produce responses, sometimes extreme, like after you touch a stove. In any event, if you do this, I do that. If I advance, you retreat. If I ask a question, you answer. If I make you an offer, you counter. If I make a gesture, you respond. We might think of beats as positive and negative. I make a decision and you push back. I respond to that and you respond again. On and on and on, with different values along the way. Beats are the fundamental building blocks of the story. Not just the moments of action, but also the moments of change and the long path from beginning to the end of the story. Now it's your turn. For the next hour, when you're with other people, say something completely different from what everyone else says. If they go positive, go negative. If they go negative, you go positive. Now, track how people respond and how the conversation moves in surprising directions. Then apologize and explain you're just doing an experiment about story beats.